Well, Jack Ryan Ghost War is good, but it's not without its issues. It's a film about how Greer's past has come back to haunt him in the present. He created a off-the-books Black Ops team called Starling, who operate with no rules and no regulations weeks after 9/11. Greer thought he'd ended it, but now they have returned. The film I would consider as more of an extended episode of the series, and there is a tonal mismatch as they are dealing with some quite dark subject matters, and Jack and his team are casually making jokes and funny quips about the dangers they face. Max Beesley as the villain is really good, and I like the fact that he has an answer to everything. Although I did find that his henchmen went down rather too easily considering they are special operators, and let's face it, they are up against spies who aren't exactly trained in the same way. Overall, the film is good, and Sienna Miller as the British counterpart to Jack Ryan works really well. So the film starts off in a high-rise in Dubai, and a couple of operators trying to extract information out of a server in one of the buildings, and their mission goes wrong. They are killed by a group of special operators led by Max Beesley's character Liam Snow, and takes them out. And this gets onto Greer's radar, and now Greer is in trouble, and so he has to re-recruit Jack Ryan, who has, since the series ended, has become a civilian again and working for a civilian finance company of some sort, globetrotting around the world. And so he's away from that clandestine spy lifestyle. And so Greer tracks him down and asks him to meet one of the British handlers of the spies in Dubai. And so he has to go and meet up with him and brings Jack back into the fray. And so he goes along with Mike November, who is Michael Kelly's character, and they re-team up to try and figure out what's on this drive and what's so damning about the information that is on there. And so it becomes a bit of a cat and mouse between Liam Snow, Jack Ryan, and Wendell Pierce's character Greer, who is now the deputy director of the CIA. And so they have to sort of go under the radar and try and figure out what is on this drive. So the film is good, but I felt that the film struggled to find that right tonal balance between the drama, the action, and the comedy aspects of the film, considering they're dealing with some rather dark subject matters like off the books Black Ops situations early after 9/11 and into the present, and torture and aggression and action and highly trained special operators who are, quite frankly, far more equipped in dealing with these types of situations than spies would be, because spies would have like completely different type of training to this type of thing. So there was a bit of a weird sort of balance there, laughing off the danger with funny jokes and quips and one-liners where no one in their right mind would react in that way. And so you just think to yourself, I don't believe this. I really don't believe this. And yes, you're supposed to sort of be in the suspension of disbelief, but it really didn't find that right balance, I find. So yeah, it kind of fell flat in that respect. Although there were some good performances. Max Beesley as Liam Crown was really good as the main villain. He seemed to have like an answer to everything and was just villainous enough to really sort of keep you gripped. And that British accent and that tone of voice really sort of gave you that sense of dread and villainy that you want from this type of a bad guy. So that really worked well. But what for me that really drew the line was how easily his henchmen went down, considering they're like the best of the best special operators and they're up against spies, and they're just like killed instantly. They barely put up a fight, and so you're just thinking like, come on, really? Wendell Pierce is always dependable as Greer, as the deputy head of the CIA, and his performance was really great. And also quite enjoyed Sienna Miller's performance as the British counterpart to Jack Ryan's character, and they seem to have like pretty good chemistry on screen. and it really showed. It's Amazon Video. It's not gonna be like Mission Impossible, or it's not gonna be that type of serious type of film. It's not gonna be anything amazing, but yeah, it just felt like an extended episode of the series. I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard one to sort of gauge. On one hand, there are some aspects of the film it does work really well, like the action sequences and all that sort of stuff, and the stunts and the driving through London, which are particularly quite good. Which still don't know how they did. Like, did they close half of London for them to be able to do that? No idea. And then on the other hand, they're like laughing it off and joking at moments where they nearly died, and you're like, come on. It just struck an odd balance to me. But let me know what you think of the film in the comments and in chat. And do you prefer the series over the film? And what other series on Amazon or wherever you'd like to have like turned into a film and have a feature length treatment for it? So let me know what you think. And as always, thank you very much for watching. And please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And I shall see you in the next video.